Intermittent fasting during sleep, often referred to as time-restricted eating, involves a specific eating schedule where individuals consume their meals within a defined window and fast for the remainder of the day, including during sleep hours. The concept of fasting during sleep typically involves adhering to an eating schedule, such as the 16-HYPE method, where an individual fasts for 16 hours, including the time spent asleep, and has an 8-hour eating window during the waking hours. For instance, one might eat their meals between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m., then fast until the next day at 12 p.m. This approach is based on the idea that our bodies undergo various metabolic changes during sleep, and extending the fasting period during this time could offer several potential benefits. Some proponents suggest that fasting while asleep might help optimize digestion, improve metabolic processes, regulate insulin levels, and promote fat burning. I suggest you listen to Dr. Andrew Huberman.
So, first of all, we established, based on the discussion with Sachin, who is truly the premier world expert in this area, who knows the animal and human scientific literature better than anybody, has written this incredible review, and for whom I consulted, that you do not want to ingest food for at least, I want to emphasize, at least 60 minutes post waking up. Second, you want to avoid ingesting any food of any kind, even 1 gram of sugar. Remember, this is the ideal. 1 gram of sugar even would be too much for the 2 to 3 hours prior to bedtime. He also mentioned, ideally, you are spending 8 hours in bed. I didn't tell you that earlier. I saved that for now. But ideally, you are sleeping that entire 8 hours. But simply by being in bed for that 8 hours and avoiding food after waking for an hour and before bed for 2 to 3 hours, you're starting to build out the duration of this fasted period. Remember that the sleep-related fasting is particularly important for the health benefits of time-restricted feeding. Again, the sleep-related fasting is especially important because of all the cellular repair processes that occur in the liver, in the gut, in the microbiome, in the brain, all over the body, and because of the way that that coordinates the expression of the clock genes that are then going to wick out and have many other positive effects on health, including weight and fat loss, but in addition to that, liver health, etc.